dress. I'm not expecting y'all to really give a about me. What I am asking about is my child.
Do I know where you live?
Well, of course you don't come. So exactly. My thing, I know where you live because I put down your down payment.
Beautiful.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years on my credit cards and help me.
But what you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't? You stole men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. You slept with them a few times.
Who? What man?
Do not get the lead.
Oh. Dirty low down there.
Oh, you're such a liar. Such a liar.
Man, he said he Tawana.
You know that's a lie.
I swear to God.
That's a lie. Which God are you trying
to? Your man for? You think Don't you?
Tamara, girl, what were you doing wiping the sweat off Birdman's head like that? If it was really about showing support, baby, you could have done that from the audience. Not on stage, and definitely not touching the man like that in front of everyone, especially when people have already been whispering that you two got way too close behind the scenes. Could Birdman actually be Toni's ex, the same one Tawanda once accused Tamar of messing with? Because if that's the case, this whole thing just got 10 times messier. And now, out of nowhere, we're hearing that Tamar and Birdman might have had a thing back in the day, and apparently Birdman's even reacted to the rumors. Whew! If you thought this situation was all—
Guys, a couple.
Well, T, that's my girl, my friend, my family.
Do you have...
That's my love, my soldier, my life. She my everything, and I trust her.
Because you bought her a Bentley truck.
Yes.
So the implication is that's your girlfriend.
already wild, you better buckle up, because this story's about to spin faster than a record at a DJ battle. So here's what went down. Birdman, Manny Fresh, and other Cash Money legends hit the stage to go head-to-head against Master P and his No Limit crew in a full-on Versus-style battle at Complex Con in Las Vegas. It was supposed to be a nostalgic hip-hop celebration, but it quickly turned into a Braxton family soap opera, because while Toni Braxton, Birdman's longtime love, was nowhere in sight, her sister Tamar was right there.
We almost had a
date.
Well, we had 2 dates, but we were doing Braxton family values, and we were going through a little drama, and I was like, okay, the wedding is a good thing to get all my sisters together. Yeah. But I couldn't get us all together, and I said, the wedding's not a good reason because it's messing up my relationship a little bit. He's like, come on, Michelle, set a date. I know.
That's what he calls you?
He calls me Michelle. Doesn't call me Toni at all. That's my middle name, Toni Michelle.
Yeah. Set a date.
He said before the year's out, so I have, what, a couple weeks.
Couple weeks?
Yeah.
So he's 45, you're 51.
He's 49.
Dancing, laughing, and vibing hard to all the hits. But what caught everyone's attention was how close she got to Birdman. People online went crazy. Fans were saying, there's no way that's okay, and Tamar's doing too much. They weren't wrong to side-eye the situation. I mean, it's not every day you see a woman wiping sweat off her brother-in-law's head like she's his personal assistant. The energy was off, and everyone felt it. Now, before we go any further, let's clear something up. There was a real relationship between Birdman and Toni Braxton. They weren't just industry friends, they were a full-blown couple. They started dating around 2015, and both of them publicly talked about possibly tying the knot. But even though they hyped up wedding talk,
it was the #1 trending topic. I tried to tell him, I show him. He don't know what that is. I'm like,
I don't know that.
Bro, you the #1 trending topic in the world. Come on, Toni Braxton.
Yeah, no, she thinks she's
super good. Fan talk, TV. Stop acting like you.
For years, it never actually happened. Toni claimed they kept pushing the date back because of work, but fans called BS. If she really wanted to marry him, she would have found the time. Eventually, Birdman did propose, and Toni even posted pictures right after, writing, "A couple minutes before we got engaged." One photo showed them all smiles, and another had them hugged up tight, with that massive diamond ring shining like a disco ball. Birdman even went on Wendy Williams and couldn't stop gushing about Toni, saying she was his love, his soldier, his life, his everything. He said he loved her to death. It was giving forever ever vibes back then. Toni also opened up about the engagement on Braxton Family Values. She said they almost had a wedding date, actually 2, but family drama kept getting in the way. She figured the wedding might be a way to bring all her sisters together, but that didn't exactly happen. The Braxton drama ran too deep, and before long, the wedding talk fizzled out completely.
Is my child.
Do I know where you live?
Well, of course you don't come. So
Exactly.
my
So
thing,
how would I
I know
give
where
it
you
to him?
live because I put down your down payment.
Beautiful.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years on my credit cards and helping.
But what you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't? You sold men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. You slept with them.
Oh,
a few times.
Who? What man?
You not get the lead.
Oh. Dirty low down there. Bitch.
Oh, you're
So
such
now
a
you
liar.
think
Such
my
a liar.
sister's man, he said he someone.
You know that's a lie.
I swear
You
to
know
God.
that's a lie.
I
Which
swear.
God are you trying to?
I swear. Your man for? You think I too?
Don't you?
Don't put your hand.
Then, out of nowhere, they broke up in 2019. Birdman dropped a cryptic post on Instagram that simply said, "It's over." And then he went ghost mode, deleting every single photo of Toni from his page. Meanwhile, Toni posted a stunning picture in a red gown with a caption that read, "Starting a new chapter isn't always an easy choice, but always choose to be chosen. Cheers to a new year." That definitely sounded like a woman ready to move on. But plot twist, just a few weeks later, the two were spotted back together again. They even reunited on stage during Toni's tour stop in Atlanta at the Fox Theater. Fans thought the Lovebirds were officially back on track. Fast forward to December 2023, and Toni hit social media again, this time to shut everything down, writing, "Fake news. My dear friend at Birdman and I are not married, never been married. We are both single, honey." And just when everyone thought the rumors were dead, boom, court documents surfaced suggesting that the pair actually did get married and then separated just 48 hours later. I kid you not. The papers used only their initials, TB and BW. But it didn't take long for folks to put two and two together. Turns out that short-lived secret marriage was none other than Toni Braxton and Birdman trying to keep their business private, but the truth still found its way out. Now mix all that history with Tamar being front and center, wiping sweat off Birdman's head like she's auditioning for the next Braxton drama spinoff. Baby, it's giving scandal. Fans are saying Tamar crossed the line, especially considering Birdman's complicated history with her sister. Whether it was harmless fun or something deeper, one thing's for sure. This situation's heating up fast, and the internet is eating it up. According to the official court papers, Toni Braxton and Birdman actually tied the knot in secret on August 8th, 2024. Yep, they really did it. No cameras, no headlines, just a private ceremony that nobody knew about. But the plot thickens because just 2 days later, on August 10th, they reportedly separated. And if that wasn't wild enough, Toni filed for divorce 2 weeks after the split, describing the marriage as irretrievably broken in her filing. Whoo, talk about a short-lived love story. But hold up, it gets even crazier. In January 2025, Toni suddenly dismissed the divorce petition, and guess what? Birdman agreed and signed off on it too. So technically, as of right now, they're still legally married. You heard that right. Mr. and Mrs. Braxton Williams are still officially husband and wife. And now, thanks to Tamar's latest round of drama, we've learned that the two might still be quietly together. Apparently, when Toni's not around, Tamar steps up to support her husband, or at least that's what she's saying. But come on, the way she's been acting on stage, wiping sweat off Birdman's bald head, standing next to him like she's his hype woman, it's giving way more than sisterly support. Fans are like, "Girl, what are you doing?" But Tamar doesn't care one bit about the chatter. In fact, she clapped back hard at a fan on X, formerly Twitter, who asked why she was up there with her sister's man. Tamar fired back saying, "'Cause she couldn't be here and she loves her husband, so I'ma hold it down for her and my brother." Bold, right? She's basically saying she was representing for Toni and Birdman, but not everyone's buying it. Here's the kicker though. While they were still at the event, Birdman FaceTimed Toni right from the venue. Toni appeared totally calm, chilling at home in her signature shades and a sleek black turtleneck, giving fans a glimpse of her luxurious background, which Tamar proudly pointed out was the big, beautiful house Birdman bought her. During the call, Tamar was hyping up the event, saying, "This Cash Money versus No Limit battle is the biggest show ever." And Toni just smiled and replied, "Oh, I would think so. Of course it was." Now, depending on how you look at it, that FaceTime moment could have been an attempt to show there's no tension between the sisters. But fans weren't convinced. The comment sections lit up with people saying Tamar's behavior was still out of line, especially since there were already rumors that she'd been involved with Birdman days before that performance. And honestly, those rumors didn't just come out of nowhere. Longtime fans of Braxton family values remember the moment Toni Braxton dropped that bombshell accusation, saying Tamar once slept with one of Toni's ex-boyfriends. The show even bleeped out the man's name during the episode, but it didn't take long for viewers and tabloids to start guessing, and guess who they pointed to? Yup, Birdman! Given Birdman's high-profile relationship with Toni, the speculation spread like wildfire. Even though nothing was ever confirmed, that accusation has lingered for years. And now, with Tamar's recent behavior, people feel like the old drama might have had some truth to it. To make matters worse, there's been talk for a while that Toni and Tamar's sisterly bond hasn't been the same. Allegedly, things between them have been tense for months, maybe even years. And Toni herself hinted that something was off when she found out she was blocked on Tamar's birthday. Toni publicly posted, "I wanted to repost that gorgeous picture of you, but I'm blocked again." Fans couldn't believe it. Imagine finding out your own sister blocked you while she's cozying up to your ex, or possibly still your husband. The whole situation just screams family chaos. Between secret marriages, sudden separations, deleted posts, and now stage-side sweat wiping, this Braxton Birdman saga is turning into one of the most dramatic celebrity stories of the year. And honestly, the internet is eating up every messy second of it. Anyway, happy birthday, Tay. But of course, the birthday wishes didn't come without drama. Tamar fired back saying Toni was straight up gaslighting her by posting about being blocked because according to her, Toni could have just picked up the phone and called. Tamar even went as far as sharing screenshots of their text messages on her Instagram story, showing the sisters chatting and trying to figure out which city the other was in just the day before, so clearly they were in contact, and Tamar wasn't having it with Toni acting like she'd been ghosted. But now let's shift focus for a second. Birdman, because let's be real, he didn't look uncomfortable at all on that stage. In fact, he looked like he was enjoying every second of Tamar being up there with him. The smiles, the eye contact, the little laughs. The chemistry was loud enough for the crowd to notice, which is exactly why people are wondering, was there more to that moment than just family support? Well, word on the street says yes, because rumor has it that Tamar and Birdman allegedly dated way back in the early 2000s, long before Toni and Birdman ever became a thing. That's right, before the flashy romance, before the engagement, before the headlines, there were whispers that Tamar and Birdman had already been close. Back then, nobody ever confirmed it, but insiders in the industry said their connection was real. They weren't just casual friends. We're talking late-night studio sessions, long phone calls, and low-key appearances at each other's events. They were spotted together enough times that folks around them started talking. The story goes that the relationship quietly fizzled out, but the friendship stuck around. Fast forward to now, years later, and the two are back in front of cameras, standing side by side on stage, laughing and vibing like old times. So you can imagine why fans aren't buying that it's all innocent. For some, it looked way too natural, like a spark from the past reigniting right in front of everyone. Honestly, that might explain why Tamar didn't think anything of wiping sweat off Birdman's head or giggling like they had inside jokes. Maybe to her, it wasn't that deep. Just old chemistry resurfacing. You know that kind of familiar energy where two people with history fall right back into an easy rhythm without realizing how it looks from the outside? Yeah, that's exactly the vibe people are picking up on. But then, add in Tawanda's old accusation that Tamar once hooked up with one of Toni's exes, and now it all feels a little too suspicious. Back then, the show bleeped out the name, but everyone assumed she was talking about Birdman. Now with these new clips and all this behavior, people are starting to wonder if Tawanda wasn't hinting at something real all along. Honestly, something about this whole situation feels off. Either the Braxton sisters are about to drop the biggest family bombshell of the year, or this is one giant misunderstanding that's completely spun out of control. But the internet isn't buying innocent fun. Every frame of that stage video is being dissected like a crime scene, and the majority agree. It didn't look like just family energy. To a lot of people, the timeline makes it even more uncomfortable. Because if Tamar really dated Birdman first, and then he went on to be with Toni, that's a tangled web nobody saw coming. It's giving awkward, it's giving complicated, and it's definitely giving too close for comfort. At this point, everyone's divided. Was it harmless sisterly support, or a little history creeping back into the spotlight? Whatever it is, it's messy, it's juicy, and the internet can't stop talking about it. What do you think? Innocent moment, or something deeper behind those smiles?